Someone once said that great strikers are born, not made. Can't remember whom, but we'll leave the controversy of that statement for another day. Victor Osimhen has been immense for Nigeria over the years, but in his absence, Nigeria seems to struggle. The legion of options Nigeria has in attack have shown they are not on the same level, or have the same level of passion as Osimhen despite their best efforts. Nigeria probably needs to look wider in its search for a worthy alternative, and one player that may fit the bill is a certain Samu Omorodion, who recently moved from Atletico Madrid to Porto. Who is Samu Omorodion, and can he fill the big boots of Victor Osimhen? Let's get into it. Samu Omorodion is a 6'4" talented and physically well-built striker who is eligible to play for both Nigeria and Spain. Initially billed to sign for Chelsea after helping Spain win gold at the 2024 Olympic Games in Qatar, Omorodion has become a striker to watch and one of the most exciting new strikers on the scene. What makes this 20-year-old striker special, and why is he suddenly on the radar of top European clubs and possibly the Nigeria Football Federation? To answer these questions, we'll need to take a deep look into his football journey, his personal life, and his immense potential. Samuel Omorodion was born in Melilla, Spain, to Nigerian parents and grew up in the bustling streets of Sevilla, Spain. After moving there with his mother and sister, the Omorodion family settled in Macarena, where Samu's football journey would begin. Like most young footballers, Samuel found joy in the game from an early age. But he wasn't just playing for fun, he was gifted. He joined Nigerian, a local side, where he spent 7 years developing his skills. Though his height and strength caught the eye of many, not everyone was convinced at first. Some had doubts about his coordination, but Samuel was determined to prove them wrong. And that he did. Granada CF noticed the young forward and added him to their youth squad. His time with Granada would become a major turning point in his career. Playing for Recreativo Granada, Granada's B team, Omorodion showed his true potential by scoring 18 goals in all competitions. His talent and hard work earned him promotion to Granada's main team for the following season. But the big moment came in his La Liga debut on August 14, 2023, when Granada faced Atletico Madrid at the Civitas Metropolitano. In the 62nd minute, Omorodion announced himself to the world by scoring a brilliant equalizer against one of Spain's top clubs. Granada eventually lost the match, but Atletico had seen enough of his talent and wasted no time acquiring him soon after. From there, he was loaned out to Deportivo Alaves to gain valuable first-team experience. During the 2023-2024 season with Alaves, Omorodion continued to impress, scoring 8 goals in 34 appearances, finishing as Alaves' top scorer. His performance wasn't just about the goals, though. Omorodion showcased versatility, balance, and a unique ability to score with both feet and his head. His potential was undeniable. Beyond football, Samu Omorodion's personal life is grounded in spending time with family. Moving from Melilla to Seville with his mother and sister was not easy, but it taught him the value of hard work and dedication. His family has been his backbone, supporting him through thick and thin. Despite his rapid rise in football, Omorodion remains humble. His friends and teammates describe him as soft-spoken and down-to-earth. While his personal life is mostly private, it's clear that Samuel is driven not just by his passion for football, but by the desire to make his family proud. Although born in Spain and having represented Spain at youth levels, Samuel is eligible to play for Nigeria at the senior level. With Nigerian stars like Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface currently lighting up Europe, you might wonder, does Nigeria really need another striker? The answer is a resounding yes. Samu Omorodion brings something different to the table, and his addition to the Super Eagles squad could provide new options and security in the striker role for the future due to his age. International football is all about options. While Victor Osimhen is immense and Boniface shows potential, outside this too, the other options seem to be a bit shaky as options. Having a striker like Omorodion who combines size, strength, technical ability, and youthful energy gives Nigeria an even more diverse attack, especially considering all the promise he is showing. Let's take a look at the other options outside of Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface. Terem Moffi has shown his abilities playing in the French league, frequently being amongst the highest scoring forwards every season, but after his recent injury to his anterior cruciate ligament, he will be out for 9 months. Taiwo Awoniyi showed a lot of promise at Liverpool and scored his fair share of goals playing in Belgium and Germany. Since returning to the Premier League, Awoniyi has been decent for Nottingham Forest. However, for the Super Eagles, he has been quite inconsistent at best and has scored just 2 goals in 20 matches for the Super Eagles. Cyril Desires has been consistent playing for Rangers in the Scottish League. However, against the more physical defenders in the Italian League, he was found wanting during his time playing for Cremonese. For the Super Eagles, he has scored only 2 goals in 6 matches and may continue to struggle in the more physical matches played in Africa. And then we have Kelechi Iheanacho, who showed so much promise all the way from his outstanding performance at the Under-17 World Cup to his time playing for Manchester City. At Leicester City, he had his times of impact, especially during his earlier days with the team, but had to compete with Jamie Vardy for playing time. This lack of sufficient playing time probably stalled his development, and the present Kelechi Iheanacho is a shadow of the striker he once was, where he was definitely world-class and one of the best finishers in the game. For Nigeria, he scored many impactful goals, and at times he was the best stand-in striker the Super Eagles had. But at the moment, he is more of an outside option for the team. Other options include Sadiq Umar, Paul Onwachu, Gift Orban, Josh Maja, and Akor Adams, who all have something to offer, so the choices for Nigeria is generous. However, Samu Omorodion offers something different. First of all, he has youth and physical stature on his side. At the age of 20, he is performing at a level beyond his age. Possessing a 6 feet 4 inch solid frame, Omorodion offers a different dimension as a central striker. While he's not as explosive as Osimhen, he's got the physical presence, technical, and aerial ability that few can match. He's more of a balanced striker, capable of scoring with both feet and his head. He's not just a target man, he's got the technique to score in various ways, much like Victor Osimhen and Victor Boniface. The big question is, can Samu Omorodion play the top striker position better? The truth is, he doesn't need to. What makes Omorodion relevant is that he offers an option at a time Nigeria seems to be struggling without Victor Osimhen. So, why should Nigeria go all out to secure Samu Omorodion for the Super Eagles? The answer is one word: future. Even if he doesn't displace the other contenders, he offers security in this role for the future if the trajectory of his development continues. At just 20 years old, he has his entire career ahead of him. By securing Omorodion's commitment now, Nigeria would not only bolster their squad for upcoming competitions like the AFCON and World Cup qualifiers, but they'd also be setting up the team for long-term success. Another reason to go for Omorodion is that it will be a win for Nigeria in the battle to secure dual national players to play for Nigeria. There are reports that he prefers to play for Spain because his Nigerian father was absent during his younger years. Nigeria must get creative in efforts to secure his allegiance. Mending the rift between father and son may be the key in reconnecting him to his Nigerian heritage, so the NFF needs to figure it out, possibly by using a respected ex-player as a go-between in this effort. Omorodion could be the next outstanding Nigerian striker, and his story is still being written, so Nigeria must strike now. With the Super Eagles' struggles without Victor Osimhen, one thing is clear: Nigeria needs him, and so Nigeria must go all out to secure him now. We must add here that African teams and the governing body for football in Africa must create the enabling environment for such players to come play for their motherland. It is appalling what foreign-born African internationals have to go through coming to play on the continent. The recent treatment of the Nigerian team by Libya in a nations qualifier must not be tolerated. Apart from national associations making efforts to better promote African football, the governing body, the Confederation of African Football (CAF), must set higher standards for administration of its tournaments on the continent at all levels. It must mandate national associations to meet higher standards in the constitution of their football associations and transparency in the administration of their affairs. This is the only way to ensure the game grows on the continent and creates the enabling environment that would help attract foreign-born talent to come play on the continent. At the end of the day, the aim is for Africa to one day create a World Cup winner. It can only do this when African teams produce the best teams that they can and stop losing their best players to Europe and the Americas. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Please let us know whether you think Nigeria should go for him or whether you think Nigeria already has sufficient striking options in the team, and if so, who are your preferred options? See you in the next video.